is the Wednesday, January 16, 2019 meeting of the Acushnet Public Library Board of Trustees. We are being audio taped and videotaped. We do have a quorum. Our first item of business is the minutes from our meeting of December 12, 2018. Does anyone have any corrections, clarifications to make to the minutes before we have a motion?
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you. Next item of business is the budget report. Dina's provided us with the printout for that. Dina?
So there's not much to say. I think everything has been on target all fiscal year. As you can see, the salary line, we're right at the halfway point. So that 50.2 speaks to in terms of the operating lines, I'm still keeping an eye, of course, on the building and grounds line. As you can see, we're 80% spent out from that. And we had a few expenses charged to that line since the last meeting. One is the window sash replacement for the study room. So that was a little over $150. And also, Jim Merritt, the building commissioner, picked us up a new shop vac because we did have some water in the basement with the rain that we've been having, and the shop vac that we've had for a long time was not working correctly. So he picked us up a shop vac and some filters. Apparently other town offices now have that same shop vac, or town buildings have that same shop vac, so the parts would be interchangeable if something were to happen. So that came from the building and grounds line also. I'm not concerned, I'm just keeping an eye on it because we may overspend from that line. As long as we don't overspend from operating, then we're fine. So, not worried. Okay. But other than that, everything, I'm comfortable where everything is.
Okay. And tech support, is that for the laptop?
No, the tech support line, yes. The reason why there was an increase is because of the laptops.
Yeah.
For the sales, when they added the laptops into the service for the year, that's why we went $284.
Okay. Okay. Any questions? Okay, we need a motion, please.
I make a motion to accept the budget. Second.
All in favor? Thank you. All right, on the agenda next is the annual report, which everyone should have a copy of, and that is the report that goes into that little bound annual periodical that the town puts together with reports from all of the town departments, results from elections and town meetings, lists of committee and board members, et cetera, So we do this every year, and Dina put this together. Hopefully you've all had a chance to read it, especially the highlights section, which I think is pretty impressive. 32% increase in program attendance from 2017 to 2018, with over 32,000 people visiting the library in 2018, which is amazing, and a 20% increase in overall circulation in 2018. So, of course, those numbers blow the numbers from Russell out of the water. So everything's looking good here.
Yeah, I think also that in the highlights, the fact that the sales network is now providing a mobile app. We're hearing a lot of good feedback about that from our patrons, which is wonderful. And it's nice to be able to say that we have, there was an app before, some people are still using it, but it was not very user-friendly, and a lot of people didn't use it for that reason. This one is great, and it's tailored to the individual libraries, so someone can easily open the app and see what hours were open, if we have programs going on, that kind of thing. So it's not just for searching the catalog, but the way you can search the catalog is quite easy. So we're hearing great feedback about that app, and we feel pretty proud to be able to offer that. Yes. Any questions about it? I think some of the other things that are within the text that were a pretty big deal for 2018 is the fact that we now have a children's room assistant. It's a huge accomplishment. The fact that we were able to announce being open on Fridays for 2019. That was a big accomplishment in 2018. So those are sort of scattered within, and our very successful homebound delivery program with the Council on Aging, where we've been able to deliver 369 items to Acushnet residents who have not been able to get to the library.
That's great.
It is. Yeah, I'm really proud of that project. It's been nice.
Improvement in every area.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting.
Awesome.
Well, this will be submitted to Town Hall to include in the book.
Yes.
If anybody has any edits they want to discuss, now's the time. So we do need a motion to accept this, since it's coming from us.
The annual report.
Second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. We have a pretty slim agenda today, so announcements is our next agenda item. Before I turn that over to Dina, I wanted to thank Jerry, who's not here right now. I'm sure folks have seen the signs around the driveway, so she was instrumental in contacting Dan Menard and coordinating that and getting that ball rolling. So hopefully that will address some of the
Jen,
issues.
sorry.
Jen, I'm sorry, Jen. And I also wanted to just call out Dina, who was named Acushnet's Woman of the Year by the Standard Times.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
And to you, Connie and Henry.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. I
Thank
saw in the newspaper, in the periodicals room, that your picture's right there on the front page.
Yes.
Very nice long article.
It is.
Well-deserved honor.
Thank
so we are all very proud of you.
Thank you. I'm very proud also. I am. I am very proud. I'm very proud of the staff. I'm very proud of the board that has been so supportive to us over the past, it's almost 4 years now that I've been here, so it's, you know, that support I get from you all is great. Yeah. But I will mention real quick, and I've said this to some of you individually, but when I applied in December of 2013 for this position, a few weeks after I initially applied, there were the friends and trustees of the library who were named men and women of the year for 2013 for Acushnet, for all of 2014, excuse me, 2014. That's when I applied. But for all the work that you had done to make it possible to be relocated to this amazing building, which has been the turning point for us. Mm-hmm. So when I read that article, it was like, well, first of all, who wouldn't want to work with these people? And second of all, that bar is real high. So if you get this position, you got a lot of work to do because they worked so hard to make it happen. You have to work hard to live out their vision. So I really, you know, I'm still thrilled that I got that opportunity in 2015, and I'm happy to come here every day. It's not just a job to me. This is really like my passion, and I feel a lot of ownership to this place, and I really do care a lot for it and everyone who comes in. So I am beyond honored to be carrying on the torch that you all lit, and that Nancy lit, and that Connie's lit before. So I really am appreciative. So thank you.
Well, we are very glad that you are here as our director, Dina.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you have any announcements?
I
about
do have a few
Okay.
things I wanted to mention. I did hear back from the Finance Committee, and I haven't gotten a time yet, so I don't know that the date is set in stone, but it looks like they'll be holding the library's budget hearing here at the library on Wednesday, January 30th. So as soon as I see that posted online officially with a time, I will make sure I email you all and let you know. But Wednesday, January 30th will be our budget hearing here. And I'm very appreciative that they're willing to come out to the library again. Coincidentally, we have a pajama story time program that night, so but I won't be doing it. The children's room assistant will be doing it. So we've come a long way in a year.
Yes.
So I'll keep you posted on a time, but January 30th. We're now open on Fridays, as you know. We've had 2 Fridays open to the public. I think we've gotten a great response from patrons about Fridays, period. But we really, bless you. we're having people come in who aren't able to use the library on another day, so they're thrilled to have the Fridays. We have people, regulars who are coming in who are just happy to have the Friday as an option. So it's been a really good, positive experience, and thank you for supporting that. You'll notice when you leave that in addition to all those signs being in place, the HVAC fences are also in place now, and those are put in, part of our capital plan, you might remember from last year, was to have that done within this year. But those were put in the hopes of, in the event of a snowstorm or an ice storm, that with the blowing snow, we were tending to have the HVACs freeze last year. You might remember that. That happened a couple times. The year before also. So building commissioner and his team put those up, and he believes that will prevent the blowing snow, at least, from getting caught in the HVACs and freezing. So fingers crossed. It may not snow at all. So, so who knows? Who knows? Just a couple of program mentions real quick. On Monday, February 11th, Ted Reinstein of Chronicle will be here to discuss his book, New England's General Stores. That's at 6:30 p.m. We're expecting a really great turnout that night because we've had a lot of positive response to the fact that he's coming, so I hope we see a lot of people here. We thank the Friends for supporting that program for us. But that's Monday, February 11th, 6:30. And 2 weeks later, we're hosting a night sky program with a local amateur astronomer who will be here with his telescope out on the back lawn. There'll be a presentation indoors first, and then we'll go out to the back lawn to see what we can see out in the night sky.
What day?
That's Monday, February 25th at 6 p.m.
That's the bad weekend, February, though. That's when we get all the big snow.
We're not getting it. Just pedal back a couple minutes, right? This is the year with no snow. We do have an alternate date, so if it does not work out for Monday, if it doesn't work out for Monday the 25th, we did push it, the rain date or snow date is Monday, March 4th. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
And Dana, did you say that the library is going to be getting a telescope?
We will be getting a telescope. I'm not sure when that's going to happen exactly. We're waiting on an invoice for that. But we will be purchasing a telescope that patrons will be able to borrow to take home. We're figuring out still how we're going to actually make that happen. But it is going to happen, and hopefully soon, because we were hoping to do it in conjunction with this program. But he will have a telescope, and I believe more than one, so we should have a few options for looking at the sky that night. But as always, all of our programs are on acupl.org if you click the What's Happening tab. And you can also find us on Facebook, just facebook.com/Acushnet Public Library. All of our programs are there. And I think that's about it for my announcements.
Should we mention the raffle calendar that's coming out, or should we not?
The Friends are doing a raffle calendar fundraiser again this year during the month of March. Those calendars will go on sale tail end of January, beginning of February. You can find out more about that at the library once we're ready to go. Through Facebook. The Friends also have a Facebook page, so if you search Friends of Acushnet Public Library, their page will pop up on Facebook. We'll have information on the website too. But that is coming. We did one last year. Some people will, I'm sure, remember that. We'll be doing another one this year with a variety of prizes to win. And we're happy the Friends have chosen to do it again this year. Thank you, Nancy.
Does anyone else have any
Yes, I have
announcements?
something on this summary down at the bottom. Table
Yes.
counter,
Yes.
no counter on the deck side entrance.
Right, so we have a people counter in the main hallway. We don't have one on the deck side entrance. I'm looking into options for getting one. The one we have in the front hall is not that great. We have to divide by a crazy number in order to get the actual number. And if you walk by, no, you have to divide by 3, which is weird, right?
3.
By 3. Because if you walk by with a bag, it also counts the bag. So we've done like a count at the desk and matched it up to the people counter, and we figure if we divide by 3, we're good. And Mary Marshall, one of our staff members, takes care of that for us monthly, so that's great that she does the math for me on that one. But I am looking into options for something that's more reliable, that will end up being much more expensive than that one was, which was actually purchased for us through the town administrator's office last year. So we didn't actually pay for the one that's in the office, that was in that's in the hall. That was a very nice thing for them to do for us a little over a year ago. So I'm looking into options, and the prices do range from about $500 to $2,000. So once I have a better sense of all that, I will make a presentation to you all, and we can figure out how we want to proceed. But we have been doing just a manual count at the desk, just trying to see how many people were missing off the front door people counter, as more and more people are now starting to use the deck side door. We weren't seeing that so much in the beginning. We opened that door in July, and took a while for it to catch on that the door was open, and then some people still liked coming in through the front, but now even the regulars who liked coming in through the front are starting to come in through the side, which is fine, but you know, that, I mean, we're happy that they're doing that, but we're now missing the actual count. So the number for December of 1976 is not an accurate number. It's off just the front door. It's not including who walked in or out through the side door.
In fact, it's even less, because if they come in the front, they go out the back, you're dividing by 2.
Correct.
You know, they
Right,
go
so
out.
this is not an
Whatever it
accurate,
is,
we're
yeah.
gonna be off
Okay.
this year, for sure.
Right.
But
It's not a
I'm
big
also,
deal.
whatever we end, no, but it is a big deal, because we do want it to be, we wanna be able to look at that and say, this is what we've got. I mean, we only ever had a people counter starting last July, it was July of 2017 that we got the people counter. So I think it was July 2017, or August of 2017, so it's not been all that long that we've had a people counter anyway, but now that we do have one, we do want it to be as accurate as possible, of course. So I do have a few options. I've spoken with other directors, and I want to go with something that's going to work for us long term if we're making that kind of investment. I don't want to just go for the $500 option and then find out in a couple of years we need to get something else because that didn't end up working.
Well, you have to continue
Right.
dividing by 3.
Right. For a little while, I thought we figured out a very clever way of using our camera system to do people counting, but it turns out that the version of camera that we have does not have that capability. So if only we had known that
Yeah.
a few months ago, but I didn't even know it was a possibility, and neither did the company that installed the cameras. So I was just playing around with the software one day, and I went, hey, what's this? So
People come up.
yeah, but now we know, and they know, and we'll see. But as soon as I have a good presentation to give on that, I will return.
Great. Anything else from anyone? Okay, we can set our next meeting. I assume you'd like us to meet in February, Dean?
I would, because I will have a few policies that I want to at least start talking about, including a circulation policy. So at least if we begin talking about it in February, that would be great. I have written down, here we go. I was thinking towards the end of February. I don't know what February 27th is for people.
Tricky for me, but
Okay.
others can certainly, if that's the date, that's the date.
Yeah, I can't do the 27th.
Okay. So if we're sticking with the Wednesday, then the other option would be the 13th, which just means I have to hustle, which is okay too.
Is it Tuesday better, the 19th or 26th, or?
I don't know if Jen can do Tuesdays. I don't think she can, and I paid for her to miss
Okay.
2 in a row.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Tuesday is the day that she can't
Okay.
do. I don't know if a Friday works. Now that we're open on Fridays, I don't know how people feel about doing something on a Friday now that we have that as an option. I hadn't really thought about that
It's
till
okay for me.
just now.
For me too.
Have to be a little bit earlier. I believe Jen works from home on Fridays, so she might be able to make that work. So that would be, there's no 29th, so that would be the 22nd, which is school vacation week, which would be programs. Yeah.
Maybe we need to email and see what people's availability is.
Let's do that.
And then just hold off for now.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We'll do that. Right, because then if Jen could do a Tuesday,
Yeah.
we could throw that back in the mix.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'd rather not do it the 13th, only because if I'd like a little bit more time.
Or Wednesday, March 6th.
Okay,
Is
if
that
we,
portion of
we
too
skip.
far?
What's that?
March 6th.
It probably wouldn't be. I mean, February is such a short month
Yeah.
as it is. So if we do skip February, I don't anticipate anything crucial happening, and the circulation policy certainly isn't crucial. So if it doesn't get done till March, it doesn't. You know, if I start working on it now, then I could actually probably present you with a complete one. Does March 6th work for other people? Wednesday, March 6th.
Yeah.
All right. Well, could we say?
Hoping not.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe just email them.
Okay,
We'll just
sounds good. We'll do that.
figure it out and,
We'll
yeah.
hash it out.
Okay.
Matt, so you're gonna put what?
Nothing for now, we'll just
Oh.
see what people's availability
Yeah,
is and see
if
what
Jim
we
could do the Tuesday would be
Yeah.
nice.
Right. I'll send an email next week. She'll be back next week, so I'll hold off till then, and then we can have some options and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
All right. Unless there is any other business, I we need a motion to adjourn, please.
Motion to adjourn.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, this Wednesday, January 16, 2019 meeting of the Acushnet Public Library Board of Trustees is officially adjourned. It is 4:50 p.m. Thank you, everyone.